This weekend, Moto from around the world. Yes, if it looks like I got hit in the face, it's because I went to the dentist. Gotta love those guys. Actually, I don't really like the dentist. Anyway, I digress. We got lots of news to cover. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and like button. Let's get this sucker over 1,000 likes again. There's new motorcycles, people moving around, and some scary stuff that happened at World Supercross and some MotoGP. So, without further ado, entering into the realm of the new motorcycle is going to be TM back. This is great. It is going to be under 7-1 Power Sports Inc. It was also known as TM Moto, but they're going to have a new lineup from 85 cc's all the way to 450s, and they'll have an option of a factory KYB fork. And so they're going to start selling these guys here in America, which is awesome. I wonder what the actual MSRP is. The information that I have on hand doesn't, in fact, show that, but I bet that they are going to be pretty comparable to what you can buy right now between a Kawasaki and Suzuki. It's just the typical Austrian to Japanese motorcycles is probably going to be around that $8,000 to $12,000 mark. But look at how sick these bikes look. They look cool. You know, I kind of like the fairings, you know, or you could just say the side plastic on them. This is interesting. Is this the gas tank that they have with it being over here? That seems interesting that it's right next to the exhaust pipe. However, XL rims on it, KYB suspension, skid plate attached. I would say that this is going to be a little bit on the cheaper end. However, it's just pretty cool to see more manufacturers come into play here, especially here in America. Would love to see these guys doing quite a bit of amateur support to professional support. That would be incredibly cool to see. Oh, this is funny as hell. You have Vince Freeze basically going off the track and almost crashing, and he just creates an entire pileup without like exploding people by just T-boning the shit out of them. Watch what he does here. Oh, nope. And this was the arena cross track at Abu Dhabi there, but watch. You know, boom. And he gets away with it clean, you know, and then there's just this massive pileup. Crazy. And it was all started by Mr. Freezy again. Right, and Joey Savacci actually posted this. He did really well there. You had Tomac end up coming home with the World Championship. Like, did we really think it was going to be anything else than a Tomac show? However, that last round, you had Ken Roczen come away with the overall, but the points lead up till that fourth race was pretty much just Tomac, then Kenny. So it'll be cool to see these guys race in 2025. Look at this freaking by Jack Millaris. You know, this is insane. Jack Miller, right? Oh, Jack Miller Oz. He's an Australian. I should know that. Anyway, look at him. Has he basically bunny hops at the Portuguese GP? This being in slow motion, it was something that I just had to highlight because he does a perfect just back to forward, just hop it, you know, compress the suspension and preload. Beautifully done. I'm sure he has a moto track at home. And look at that. The attack position, looking over the head. I love it. That is amazing on one of those $1 million motorcycles there, but just sick as hell. We have some new riders with Carson Wood joining Star Yamaha, and he's moving to the B class. This team has 47 different people. It's almost like their team is the crypto market because there's 1,000 of them out there. You don't know all the names of everybody, but we will know more about Carson Wood. Not to take away from anything from the little dude. He is going to do exceptionally well. Maybe that wasn't the best analogy to partake to Star Yamaha. Brett Metcalf, after his 40 years as a professional, I don't know if it's actually 40 years, but this SOB finally is calling it quits, dude. And I remember following this guy ever since I was a little kid. You know, I loved watching him ride, and he had a really good showing there at the Lost Australian GP, where he was basically running fifth. I know people say that there really wasn't anyone there, but there was quite a bit of guys there with Cooper Webb and the Hunter boys, even though that they ended up at least one of them DNFing. Same thing with Cooper. But hats off to this guy for just staying healthy for as long as he did and being at the top tier. You know, he's a Justin Brayton of like your 80% effort is still good to be a 1% professional is just amazing. And we have 8-time GNC champion Caleb Russell. He's actually moving to Yamaha. At least that's what the rumors are in 2025. It'll be cool to see what he does. Is it going to be Star? Who knows? Do they even have a GNCC effort? I will have to look at that. Brock Tickle. This, to me, is looking like he's going to join Supercross. He's got his professional number on there. He's talking about opportunities that have come along, growing together with him racing the Super Motocross and some other of the outdoor nationals. It would be awesome. Did he race the Super Motocross? Looks like I'm going to have to look into that as well. I got to look back at the notes here. Anyway, this is half comedy, half reaction to the news here. It would be sweet to see this SOB out and about racing in the midst with Prado and Jason Anderson on the starting line. We know he did a couple nationals and he was inside the top 15, which was cool to see. So I would love to watch this guy line up. And yeah, he earned a national number. So that just might be it, that he's just continuing the support with Race Kawasaki, Factory Kawasaki over there, Monster Energy. And that's probably it, because he's been pretty much like part trainerish, part test rider, part just therapist for Kawasaki. And that's probably more likely to happen here. Then we have a new beta team manager with Josh Strange for the GNCC here. He's had experience for over 20 years. So I bet he's going to do an exceptional job over there at Beta as well. And we've got breaking news that Season 2 is scheduled for the second half of 2025 for the Indian Supercross Championship. The likes of like Mike Alessi and some other folks end up going over there. They're trying to make it more of a soccer-ish type platform over there in India, and it's cool to see. And I also forgot that World Supercross is actually going to go to London in 2025. Let's hope that they have more than 4 races. I know the UK Supercross season is probably going to have 8 races or so. It's more like an arena cross schedule, but they're probably going to have one of those rounds end up being for World Supercross. But this is your news from around the world in less than 10 minutes. Till next time, keep it WFO. Ba-ra-da-da-da-da-da.